What? Alright, so we are wrapping up Horizon Zero Dawn today. On Wednesday, our last session, we were pretty much at the end of the Frozen Wilds. And we really have we have one more NPC to talk to. We have to go talk to AuroraPeachy. And then I'm pretty sure that wraps things up. So I want to do that, because we were really over time last time, and I didn't know how long the AuroraPeachy thing was going to be, and I didn't want to rush it or feel more rushed. So I just decided we'll save it for today, and get just a little bit more taste of Horizon Zero Dawn, and then we'll check out the holder. Hey Durbu, good to meet ya. Hey Mohammed. If you truly want to end early, we can make one be— No Bean Boozled. It is arrows on my shirt. Hey, it took me almost a year to play this, and I wouldn't want people just shouting out spoilers for it, and you know, so we don't unnecessarily spoil games and things for people here. So so yeah, I definitely putting the spoiler warning out there.
Chill almost feels like sunburn.
Champ, that's awesome. Okay, let's see. Are we let's see, is he right here? Oh, he is right here. Okay. I thought we were gonna go all the way back to the camp. AuroraPeachy, you're sad. His sister died. I love the snow.
My chieftain.
Just, Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Aurea might still—
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Aurea would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
Oh. Look at what she accomplished. Didn't let her down. She was willing to fight. I like all three of them.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Aurea found the spark.
She did.
I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, AuroraPeachy. And where I'm going, the Warrack can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws.
Ugh, fire claws, no.
Tracking them from Song's Edge.
That thing
could
was
help with those.
hardcore.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
Thanks.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus, all very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. His minds on their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life, aberrant life, transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
Reluctantly working together. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world was turning. And then it goes back to the looming shadow. So I guess that's it. The DLC had so much more satisfying of an epilogue. Well, the main game didn't have an epilogue at all, really. It had like the closing, like the closing movie, the credits, and then the post-credits thing. That was it. It didn't really have it. We didn't like catch up with people. That actually, I understand that, but it actually kind of like, that has always irked me in games when you don't get a chance after you defeat the final boss. Excuse me. You don't get a chance to go back into the world and look at what you accomplished, right? You don't get to, like, you know, go back and talk to the people you saved. You don't get to go and see what the world is like cleansed. Obviously, there's games that do that, but the ones that don't, I've always been forever, like, triggered ever since I was a child, from my favorite game ever, Super Mario RPG, because I was so emotionally invested in that game, and, at the end of it, you know, there's the, you know, you beat the final boss, there's the closing credits, it says the end, and it ends, you know? Makes sense. As a kid, it was my first RPG, it was my first game like that. Look how the weather changes, that's so amazing. It's not like, oh, in this spot, it snows super heavily all the time. It actually changed. But yeah, I was actually very, I was upset because, I was so emotionally invested in the world and the characters that I was saving that, I was so excited after I defeated the final boss to go back and talk to, you know, all the people, you know, and have them be like, yay, he's dead and all this stuff. And there is none of that. You know, the game ends and it ends. And if you load back up the save file, you're there before you fight the final boss. And I remember being so crushed. I was so crushed and disappointed after this amazing game that I just played that there was no epilogue. And like, it stuck with me. It stuck with me ever since. And I just, yeah, so whenever a game doesn't have an epilogue, it kind of, I go back to that time being a kid where I was crushed because there wasn't an epilogue. And so the main game didn't have an epilogue. The DLC had a beautiful epilogue. You got to learn more about what just happened, and you got, I mean, tons and tons of lore. And I mean, we sat there and talked to Cyan for like half an hour. And then we came out here, and the only thing is, unless there's another quest, she didn't give back the chieftain hat to him. And I really thought that she was going to do that. Like, why does she want to be the chieftain? Like, she's going to go off on her own adventure. She accomplished what she wanted to accomplish by becoming the chieftain, she had to do that in order to accomplish what she did. So why didn't she give, like, so their chieftain is just gonna leave? Like I said, unless there's another quest, I'm kind of confused on why she didn't do that. So, but little nitpicky thing. Have fun at the con, Mr. T. It's awesome. I went to Ohio Con for 10 years straight. Because we're in Ohio, we have to go to Ohio Con, right? Oh. Oh yeah, we can go here and get the geared up ice rail. Okay, let's wrap up by talking to her, because this NPC was amazing. We never got the ancient armor. Yeah. That's true. There was the movie of going to find Elizabeth at the end. So there's a. Yes, you're right, Stouffer. We did. There was wrap-up things, of course, but I don't consider that a true, I don't know, epilogue. I feel like to me as a gamer, a satisfying epilogue is when you feel like there's more to be done, and not all games do this. Like when Witcher 3 ended, there wasn't like an epilogue quest where you went and talked to people, but I don't feel in Witcher 3 that it was necessary, because I'm not going to spoil it. Not the end of Witcher 3, the end of the DLC Blood and Wine. Like that didn't have like an epilogue quest, but I was still satisfied. I was very satisfied. This main game, I felt unsatisfied. So I guess it depends on the game. It depends on your journey and what you're doing, you know? I don't know. It's hard to describe. Wait, where? Oh, that is her.
Found the part. Ready to fix up that weapon?
I am always ready to fix up a weapon.
Yeah, she is always ready to fix up a weapon. Praise Joko. Peachy finish. I can't believe this game is over. I can't believe this game is over. Hashtag blame Super Mario RPG. I don't know where Motor City Comic Con is, Castman. I've never been there. Have you done waterlogged? I don't know. Hey, eBridge. I don't know if I did that. It adds a spike projectile so you can't be May. Oh my gosh, that's great. I did complete my first PS4 game. I did.
Never thought I'd be glad to see the inside of a Thunderjaw's mouth.
I sure am. Every machine's a big box of tools. Once they stop trying to kill you, that is.
She's
Trust
great.
me, Aloy. You won't recognize this ice rail when I'm through. There. Oh, she's perfect. A spear's a spear, right? Poke slash done. Boring. I adjusted the chill water flow, rebalanced here, strapped on a launcher, and now she shoots freezing spikes. Ta-da!
May.
You weren't kidding.
More beautiful, more powerful. That's my guarantee.
I love her.
You've done good work with this weapon, Varja.
Told you I was good. Anyway, I'm glad she's in your hands.
If I find anything I think you'd like, I'll be back around.
You better.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's a separate thing. Oh, I don't have enough chill water. Figures. Approved ice rail. Yeah. Sweet. Hi, May. No ammo. Seriously, it's the May weapon.
I've got some blue gleam. Might as well trade it.
Oh, yeah, I do have more blue gleam. Excuse me. So I think what we're gonna do with this game, because I would love to play more of this game, is we're done with all the story. We still have we could play this game for another 30 hours doing side quests and stuff. So I think what we're going to do is when we have a subathon, how we do subathons is anybody who's there at the stream, I have you guys vote on what game we play. Thank you, Cortana. Another 6 months.
Just wanted to stop by and give a quick Peachy hi and to share some Peachy love. Happy 6 months.
Thank you. Happy 6 months, Cortana. I appreciate it. Let's get some love in the chat for Cortana. 6 months. Thank you. I hope you have a good day today. Happy Friday. We need to put it down on the end of the endless games list. Yeah. So I think what we're going to do is when I have a subathon, I'm going to put this on the games list during a subathon because I have you guys vote while the subathon's going on, you know, what game do you want me to play next? And then whatever game wins, that's the game we play for a couple hours. And then we vote again. We play whichever game wins, you know, and then we do the same thing for as long as the subathon lasts. So I think we'll put this game on the subathon list. So, you know, if you guys want to see more of this, again, side quests, you know, fighting more monsters, unlocking stuff, getting more weapons, more armor, you know, like I said, there's a million side quests. We got cauldrons, so many cauldrons we never did. So the story of this game is done, so I've got an endless list of games to play, so I can't dedicate any more stream days to this, but we can put it on that subathon games list. So I think that's what we're gonna do. If she says amazing, I'm gonna rage quit. I like May. How you doing, Pug Dragons? Welcome. Thanks for the host. So, yeah. That's what we're gonna do. Because I am sad to leave this game. We got 3 skill points. I would really love to play more of this. I don't know if I ever feel the urge to play it, you know, when I'm not on stream or in off time or something. So I'll do that. Hey, Erendil! Does this merch have ammo to try out the spikes? She gave me the ability to shoot spikes, but she didn't give me the actual ammo. Ice cannon ammo. Wow. Takes a long time to build up. Oh my god, the controller is actually rumbling. Wow. Oops. Nice. Does damage. We may now. Nice. I like it. I will miss you, Aloy. Thank you for your amazing game. You guys were not wrong. You guys were not wrong. This was an unbelievable, mind-blowing game. The story was just, oh my god, and the graphics, unbelievable.
Many impressive.
I'm sad to leave it, but I'm glad that we got to experience it. She's a mechanic, not a weapons dealer. She loves weapons. Yeah, Bart, exactly. Either in my off time or, like I said, we'll put it on the subathon list. 1 second. I gotta put on my extra socks. It is cold in here. My feet are cold. So yeah, that was my first PS4 game. We will be playing The Last of Us soon. I don't know if we'll start it next week or not. But I do that. I plan on that being the next, you know, the next big story, you know, game that we start. There is a Peachy Party community on PSN. It's not run by me. I forget who runs that. It's just kind of a, you know, it's just kind of a fan community. I think it's either Cool Blue Nerd or KC. I forget exactly who set that up, but they set that up a long time ago before I had a PS4. I'm not even a part of it. I don't even know how to find it, but yes, to answer your question, yes, that is a community of peaches. Oh, The Last of Us 2 is coming out this year. Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't, I forgot about that. Well, we got to get it done before the sequel comes out. I can't wait for Horizon 2. Oh my god. Hey, Torturous, welcome back. It was not KC, okay? I think it was Cool Blue Nerd. Set up that Peachy Party. Because I remember him asking permission. He's like, you know, can I set up a thing, Peachy Party community on PSN? And I was like, sure. I don't have a PlayStation, so... yeah. So, that was Horizon. Let me take a really quick, stretch break. And then we're gonna start Beholder. Close. Yes. Alright, so this is the game we're gonna check out today. No, that's... no. Why is my Ankbot being weird?
Always watching.
Always watching. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Hey, Fifi. I saw you here earlier before the stream started. Thank you for joining us again. You have the cutest little emotes. Alright, let me make a tweet. Hi. Checking out Beholder. I love the, on Twitter, the description, every choice has consequences. Call it hashtag always watching the game. It is always, this is always watching the game. Always watching. Oh, like I said, Eldon, absolutely. I'm sad Horizon's done. It was...
Always watching.
Exactly. I mean, 10 out of 10. HZD was 10 out of 10. I'm so glad you guys suggested it. Same as Witcher 3. Same as Witcher 3. Like, man, it was unbelievable. Let me find an image. Beholder. Yes. a game I've had my eye on ever since I saw like the premise of it. I haven't played Until Dawn, no. Is that a PS4? I just got a PS4 last month, and Horizon is the first game I ever played on it. After hearing you guys talk about it, my wife and sister started watching Stranger Things last night. 3 episodes in and liking it. Good! I'm glad. It's good. It's a good series, for sure. Hey, Bevo. Good to see you. Happy Friday. RJ, I would have gotten the PC version of Beholder. I was given a review code, and they only had PS4 codes available. And I was like, I have a PS4. Well, they had Xbox as well. They had consoles. The company that I, one of the companies that I get game codes through, they were doing the console promotion. And so I said, I have a PS4, so they gave me the PS4. But yes, Beholder is also available, on Steam. A peachy PS4 theme, that would be super cute. Would like that, like a peach tree. Yes, yes. Peachy can see all of you. If they don't behave, the game will become always shaking. Oh my gosh. Okay, I wanted to get all my tweets and stuff made. So, really, RJ, with the DLC, Horizon Zero Dawn gets the bump to 10 for you. Now, the game was not perfect, and I don't want to go on for half an hour about this. Horizon Zero Dawn did have little things that irked me, and I've throughout, you know, through playing it, you know, I voiced most, if not all, of those concerns. Again, the main game not having an epilogue. Although like I said, the DLC does a really good job of continuing the story, and the DLC had a phenomenal epilogue. The way the characters talk in the main game is, it's like I said, it's not something I dislike, but it's noticeable, and it was something that, like I said, was the teeniest bit off to me, but the voice acting itself, the facial expressions, the animations were all 10 out of 10. Like I said, the way they talked, I liked it, but it, like, something about it was just so different from what I've seen in games, so I noticed it, but it wasn't bad. I said this early on, and I've never really wanted to, I haven't expressed it a lot, but even after finishing Horizon Zero Dawn, Aloy is not how to put this. I like her as a character. I don't love her as a character, I think is the best way to put it. Like, by the time I was done with Witcher 3, like, you guys know, like, I was in love with Geralt. Like, I was, like, my world was Geralt. Like, he made the game. You know, you know, his personality, his, like, just everything was just so intriguing and so consuming. And it's like, it was just such a phenomenal character that was voice acted well and written well and everything. Aloy was not all-encompassing and intriguing and interesting to me. And I understand that that's kind of by design, and so I don't have a problem with how Aloy's personality was, but to me, there's something lacking in Aloy's personality and how she was portrayed that left me wanting more for her personality. I think that's the best way for me to put it. Like, I really like Aloy, and she was great for the story, but I didn't fall in love with the character and how she was. She was almost too snarky at times. Yes, a little bit of bias came from having played Life is Strange. She basically sounded exactly like Chloe. She had the same Chloe snark, but not in a good way because it only came out sometimes. So, yes, that's a good way of putting it, RJ. Aloy was a bit of a Mary Sue, and I wouldn't call her perfect, but it's, yes, and I hate to put the word boring on Aloy because she's not, but there's something, like I said, there's something not intriguing about her personality. And I know that you know what I mean, and I think hopefully a lot of you know what I mean, and if you disagree with me, that's fine. But that was something that throughout the game, and it's hard, that was noticeable to me, and it's hard when that's the character you're playing as, that's the main character, and you just find her kind of, for lack of a better word, dull. But you're going through this adventure of learning about the world with her. So I hope that if she's in the sequel, they give her a little bit more personality. And this, it's not even, it's a nitpick, really. It's a nitpick. Like I said, I have nitpicks with Horizon Zero Dawn, but they're all so minor that the game overall, especially number one for the story, the graphics and the visuals, the combat, like, that was all just 10 out of 10, unbelievable and mind-blowing. Like I said, the emotions that were shown on the characters' faces and all the voice acting was just unbelievable. 10 out of 10. Solid 10 out of 10. And so all the things that I would nitpick about the game are simply that. They're very nitpicky. So overall, I would say I enjoyed my experience with Witcher 3 more. The story of Horizon Zero Dawn blows, like, everything out of the water. But yeah, so I would still give the game a 10 out of 10 if I was going nitpicky decimals, maybe a 9.9 out of 10. But yeah, so I would definitely give this game a 10 out of 10. I would recommend everybody playing it. It was an amazing adventure. I mean, I didn't like the first 40 hours of Witcher 3 either, but then once I got past that and got into it, I was enthralled, and it was, one of my favorite games ever. So, especially the DLC. And absolutely, Res Tim, 1000%, no game is perfect. So like I said, as a game reviewer, I want to share, and as someone who likes to share her passions and opinions, I want to share those opinions with you. So that, and since RJ brought it up, that's why I am. Yes, not being able to parkour everywhere. Well, like I said, Dying Light has ruined me for a lot of things in a lot of games, because Dying Light did so many things so great. But yeah, so, if I had to share some nitpicks about Horizon, those would be my nitpicks. But it was a 10 out of 10 game, and I will be there day one playing the sequel. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that too, RJ, that too. Your enjoyment of a game can be 10 out of 10, even if you didn't think the game itself was 10 out of 10. Yes. And sometimes that almost conflicts in your mind, right? Like, I don't think Alan Wake was like a perfect game by any means, but I had so much fun playing Alan Wake, and the experience left like a lasting impression on me. And to this day, I find myself thinking about the game, even though I don't think it was a perfect game, so definitely, I like this Peachy review. I think even though I went and talked about Beholder for a while, I will keep this Horizon Zero Dawn, because this is part of the Horizon Zero Dawn, thing, so I think I'll keep this in the highlight. So yeah, so there's my opinions. Sometimes a game touches you for certain reasons or doesn't touch you for certain reasons. You know, the people think that, you know, Night in the Woods, like, you know, it blew them out of the water and it impacted them and you know, it was so relatable to them and just, you know, blew them away. I was like, it was a good game. You know, like, it didn't have a lasting impression on me. And there's plenty of games that we've played that, you know, didn't have a lasting impression on me, and then there's ones that did. So, you know. So there you go. There's my review. So, oh no, Aloy was handled very, very well. Very, very well. So yeah, so there's my review. I'm going to go on a quick stretch break. You guys too, get up and stretch, refill your drinks, refill your snacks, and we'll come back and we'll check out Beholder. All right, guys? I'll be back.